Good morning, all of you legends. I am in my backyard office today. I've got to show you again. Isn't it beautiful? No ring light needed here, gang, when you've got natural light coming in off the ocean, hey? How awesome is it? I'm just living my best life here in Phu Quoc in Vietnam, and I thought I'd get some recording in down here on the little shore. I'm sitting in the bar of the resort, which no one's in at the moment because it's way too early for that, or when you're on holidays, but no one's here yet. But I thought I'd jump on, guys, and have a bit of a chat today with you about marketing. What do you want to call it? Like, I suppose marketing platforms. I often get asked, or I have people come to me and often ask things like, "Oh, Chrissy, I paid this Google AdWords person all of this money, and should I be paying for Google Ads right now?" Or someone might say something along the lines of SEO, like, I've just started my business, and I'm paying $900 a month on SEO. Is that, should I be doing that? It's the question of, should I be engaging in X marketing investment right now, right? And the thing is, this is not to diss any of those marketing strategies, whether it be SEO, websites, Google, Facebook ads, organic strategy. My opinion is they all have a place, right? You actually need to do everything, right? Eventually, right? But the challenge that I often find business owners trying to negotiate is, what do I do when? That's the real question here. But I don't think it's the question being asked. I think there's this huge pressure for business owners to do all of the things, and then they indiscriminately pick certain marketing strategies. So, for example, they might go and sink a whole heap of money into Google AdWords, for example, and they might not necessarily be getting the return they anticipated because their business might not be at a level or a stage or a position to actually fully benefit from the return on investment that marketing strategy can actually offer. So I'll share with you a really good example of how sometimes business owners misfire on the diagnosis for what marketing strategy they need at any given time. So I have had, this is a common one. So I have had businesses in startup phase because I love startup. I'm probably more specialized in startup than anything when it comes to marketing strategy, given all my businesses have been startup. They'll come to me and they'll say, Chrissy, I've just started, got myself SEO, built myself a website, paying $900 a month for SEO. It's not putting bums on seats. And it's like, yep, because SEO is a slow burn marketing strategy, right? It can take sometimes a good 6, 9, 12 months worth of solid investment to actually see a return starting to come through, right? So, for that stage of business being startup phase, your marketing objective is to get bums on seats now, right? Like now. So waiting 6, 9, 12 months for an SEO strategy to kick in, paying you $900 a month, is going to really hit your cash flow when you don't have a lot of revenue coming through the front door. So again, it's not that an SEO strategy is bad, it's good, but depending on what season of business that you're in, it might be that you have other pressing needs that could be responded to more appropriately, more promptly with a different marketing strategy, right? So, for example, my recommendation for somebody that is in a startup phase of business, even look, and this is the argument with, do I invest in my organic social media strategy before I actually start paid advertising on Instagram and Facebook, right? Some people will completely disagree with me here, right? But I actually think that if you seriously need bums on seats, I'd put all your money in Facebook and Instagram ads in the way that I do it, obviously, because I can get results with the way that we run our ads, right? I don't recommend that you go and have a stab at it yourself because, again, like with anything that you're not familiar with or you're not skilled at, that's going to waste money, right? So even though a good organic social strategy can absolutely help your paid advertising structure, you don't, as an absolute necessity, need both to benefit from paid advertising, right? And I know there's some people out there will go, well, what a load of shit, because, when you advertise on Facebook and Instagram, the first place that people go is to your organic newsfeed. And I'm like, yeah, they do. And I think the ideal scenario would be to have a really great organic social media strategy plus a paid advertising. But when you are scrimping in startup phase for every dollar that you need, the better bet would be placed on the paid advertising to get the bums on the seats, and then reinvesting that money in, say, your organic, or keeping your organic social strategy running on the smell of an oily rag, like you might be doing it some of yourself, or kind of just using a bit of your time to put towards it, even though it's probably not getting you the best traction, engagement, results, having something there rather than nothing. But as far as investing a ton of money in organic, again, that takes time, right? For the audience to warm, for the audience to be responsive, for the know, like, trust factor to come to play. Whereas in Facebook and Instagram paid advertising, you can get cold market engaged and over the line and booked in for services. And I know that because we do it every day for our clients, right? So when it comes to selecting marketing investment, first of all, you do really need to consider, well, where are you at in your business? What does your cash flow look like? What's going to achieve the objective, whether it's bums on seats, whether it's brand awareness, whether it's, whether you've got time, for a slower burn strategy. All of these things need to be taken into account. Like I said, none of those marketing strategies are bad. It's just about what suits your business, which stage, what objective do you want to aim for. Like, it's just about what do you need right now in terms of your outcomes. What are you looking for? And then basing your decision around which marketing strategy you want to invest in on all of those factors, right? So it's not a one size fits all approach, and it's also not even you know, uh, you've got to take into account what's going on and what stage of the business that you're at to be able to competently make a decision. So if you're a bit lost, like if you're like, well, I don't know, what marketing strategy will be the best for me right now, flick me an inbox. Like, I'm happy to chat to you about where you might be in your marketing journey and what might be the best fit marketing strategy for you at your stage of business right now. But it's really important that you get that right to be able to make money from marketing. It's really important that you consider, all of these factors before you decide to invest in any one marketing strategy. And like I said, you need to do it all to be successful, but sometimes we don't have the cash flow, or the business won't support return on investment for some of those marketing strategies, depending on where your business is at. So it's really important that you take all of that into account before you make a decision.